It is Michael White. How's it going?
Hi, and it's Anthea Moffitis. I hope you're all doing great today.
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day today. We're here to bring you another amazing topic, like we always do. There's a lot of things I want to say. I want to try to keep it short, but we want to give you guys more engaging, more in-depth topics, things that you guys care about, things that we can speak on. Because as I've always said, our goal at the end of the day is to add value to the space. That we want to leave an impact on the space. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. Like, if God forbid, but like if I was to die or Anthea was to die, at the end of the day, we want people to say they added some value to the space. That's what we want at the end of
Absolutely.
the day, because that's
Absolutely.
important to us is to leave our mark in the dating and relationship space. We're not really dating coaches. We just have conversations, the tough conversations. And I think honestly, when you can just have the tough conversations, it's a lot better than being a dating coach. Because when you become a dating coach, people hold you to a higher standard. They will pick apart, critique. They'll still do that when you have the conversations, but when you're like a dating coach, there's more of a spotlight on you. Now,
Mm,
again, if you could do it really well, like our favorite YouTuber Stefan Labrassier,
he's brilliant.
awesome,
Brilliant.
awesome. Or even Matthew Hussey.
Yeah,
If
he's
you would do it
brilliant
like
as
one of
well.
those two guys, great.
Yeah.
But we just open up the conversation. It's what our goal is at the end of the day. So,
And it's
guys,
funny because we've just had a great conversation already about
we did.
relationships. So, yeah, hopefully we carry that whole momentum on into this
Well,
episode
that's
here.
what we're gonna do
Brilliant.
because the conversation we had is and again, hopefully at some point we write this down. Is do people want a relationship, but can they make the time for it?
Yeah.
And I think it is a conversation that we do need to have and add it to next week's topics. But again, as you all know, I'm sure Anthea is writing it down right now as we
I
speak.
am.
Um, as you guys know, please like, share, subscribe, help us climb up in the algorithm. We'll keep giving you the content, but you know what I mean? You guys help us by us helping you, by us giving you the topics that you guys want to hear. So again, what we're going to talk about today is should there be friendship before you get romantically involved with somebody? Ooh, that's a
Is
great.
there anything like love? Somebody has just asked. Is there anything like love? Well, love is the highest form of vibration. Love is the highest form of everything. It's if you can give love out there, life.
Genuine love.
Yeah, well, life tends to go in a better direction when you're loving on people, right? And if you're actually in love with somebody, I know that feeling of I don't know. I still don't know if it. I felt like it was love at the time, but when you're in love, there's this feeling of like you're on top of the world, right? So, is there anything like love? I don't think there is.
Well,
I
they've
don't.
compared. Well, again, I know we're getting on a little topic, but they've compared to being in love. It's like almost doing drugs, like the
Yeah,
level of high that you get from being in love with somebody. So obviously, it is the highest form. But again, thank you for adding your comment. Greatly appreciate it. And we're actually going to talk about something that's interesting because again, what we talk about is not one shoe fits all. For everybody, it's going to be something completely different.
mm.
Should there be friendship before you get romantically involved with somebody?
Mm. We said when we spoke about this topic, I was like, it's a really good one because um,
Well, you tell me your side, and then I'll tell you mine.
well, pondering over it, I think it's a good idea. It's definitely a good idea to build a friendship, but I don't think it is necessary because you can get into a relationship and build a friendship at the same time. And I've done that, so I can honestly say that I'd had been good friends with people that I'd had relationships with, but not beforehand. We built a friendship within the relationship, but to have a friendship before the relationship, I don't think it will hurt. I don't think it will do any harm, as long as I think that's how you could possibly understand that actually you're the one for me and I'm the one for you by having that friendship. So I don't think
Is
there's,
that
there's
okay?
anything bad about it.
See, I will say that there is something about it from a guy's point of view. You could tell us from a woman. I'm going to say from a guy's point of view. As a man, I think if you are attracted to a woman, you need to be direct. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I'm saying I disagree with the statement is because sometimes when you go to the friendship zone first, to and then go romantically, sometimes you could take yourself out of the romantic picture and go too far left in the friend
Yes.
zone.
Oh
You see what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I'm
There is
saying
that
I
risk.
don't agree
Yeah,
with it,
yeah.
because
Okay.
sometimes you could be too much of a friend when you have
Mm,
that level of attraction, and then you've put yourself, and again, they don't put you there, you put yourself, because you allowed the terms of agreement. um, you've put yourself there, and now you're so far in the friend zone that you've taken yourself out as an option to be a romantic dating option.
mm. Okay. I've taken note of that straight away.
That's me,
No
because
friendships.
that's why I prefer it as a man. If you're romantically attracted to a woman, tell her the truth. Hey, look, I like you. I'm interested in you. We're going on a date. If she says, hey, we're only friends, and she means it, you have a choice to make. You can either A, tell her, look, I'm not looking for friendship. I'm looking to be with you. If that is not on the table, walk away from the table.
Mm.
Or you could stay in the friend zone, but you have to put your feelings away.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, like, look, you have got that risk of um it just being just friendship.
Yes.
But then you got then you got the thing that it could be that a friendship forms really quick. The guy lets the woman know, look, I do like you. And then I don't know, maybe they go out together for something to eat, and then they have such a good time. Then she ends up romantically attracted to him. I think there's so many different scenarios that can happen.
There is, but let's be honest. If you're a guy, and again, we'll speak from both point of views. If you're a guy, what you're trying to say is you want to build attraction. Like you want that woman to build attraction for you, right?
Yeah.
Which is by going out, hanging out, XYZ. But let's be honest. Did she have to do that with Chad? Did Chad have to grow her attraction?
Right. Yeah.
Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy that she looked at and she was like, that guy's so attractive. She just wanted him.
I think,
Burning desire.
yeah, that burning desire. And I think also, like, when you meet somebody, if you don't have that connection and that energy flow and that thing that comes through you to that attraction, then does it ever come around really?
Well,
And I
well, see,
think
that's what I want to touch on, because most of the time, like, let's say you're trying to grow attraction, she doesn't like you like that,
no,
or
you
or
can't
she
grow
doesn't like you like
attraction.
that.
It's either like I know when I'm attracted to somebody,
See,
and it's funny because it's quite it takes me like there's how can you say this? I, I'm just not attracted to anybody. Like it could be one in 1,000 that I'm attracted to.
but you see, you said
Um,
something interesting. Within a small window, like within, like, let's say a couple of minutes, if you're
couple of
attracted to this guy or
minutes,
not.
a couple of literally. I don't even think it takes a couple of minutes. It could be the first few words that are being said, and I know that I'm attracted to them, and that's it.
That's it. So
That's it.
then
That's all it takes.
having to build attraction means you're not too sure, means that your desire level for this individual is not that high.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And
in
you
a
want to
friendship,
keep them
yes,
around as an option. That's what that
yes,
means. You want to keep them around
yes.
as an option while exploring your other options, like, let's say, like other guys, and then maybe, just maybe, if things don't work out with them, you got a fallback plan.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. You know what? I think from only because I've experienced it recently, and to me it's like okay, we don't. I would just want to go forward, and that's it. Like, and if the other person's not interested and wants to do something else, then that's fine. There's no like um there's no problem on my side. It's just
Mm.
that the honesty is always a great thing, right? So, but straight away there's an attraction. That person was attracted to me. We knew it straight away. Bam. It's not. And if I'm going to turn around and say, well, actually, I want you as my friend, then I'm just putting him. You're very right. It'd be me putting him in a safety zone and to say, well,
Can we be?
somebody to fall back on.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna say something that you guys might not like. Never be somebody's emergency dick plan or someone's emergency vagina plan. Like, you know that thing on the wall when they say break the glass? That's what you are to that person. They want to exercise all their other options first,
Yeah, nah,
still keep you there, and then
no,
say, oh, damn, like I don't have a boyfriend or I don't have a girlfriend. Okay, emergency dick plan, emergency vagina plan, break glass,
yeah,
boom.
no, not me.
And then they pull you out.
It's not happening. It's
So
not happening.
my thing is this: you shouldn't have to wait to be seen.
Yes, so
And when
true.
you're the emergency dick plan or vagina plan, you're waiting to be seen.
Yeah.
You're trying to be heard.
Yeah, always go with who chooses you, right? If you're someone, if you're choose each other, you've chosen one, the other one's chosen the other one, get together, bam, Bob's your uncle, Fadula's your aunt, you start a relationship and you get going. There's no guarantees that it's going to
Exactly.
work, but at least you're going that direction. But I don't having options to say, oh well, I want to explore this, put this and this and
Mhm.
this, and then, but I want to keep you there as such. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
and this
I
is why
don't
I
agree with
don't
that.
agree with the friendship before romantically, because you know what
Yes.
it's like. You know, especially if you're attracted to the person. You know what it's like? It's like, you know, when you were a kid and you would go up to your mom and you're like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," like pulling on their shirt, "Mommy,
Yeah.
mommy," because you're trying to get attention, you're trying to
Yeah.
get seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what you're doing when you're in like the friendship zone of, "Mommy, hey, Sally, Sally, see me, Sally,
And,
Sally." That's
and
exactly
also,
what it is you're doing. And they're looking at you like, "I see you there. I appreciate you there, but I'm not going to give you attention."
yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. And it's also like when you're a kid and if you go to a store and you see like a sweet that you really like and your mom's going, you're not having it, you're not having it. That's like having that sweet around you that you
Mhm.
absolutely love and adore, an ice cream that you really love, and you could never have it. You're just constantly having to drool over it. No, 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 no.
Exactly.
You're just it's not worth it. It's not.
Well,
It's
that's why.
just not worth it.
Well, that's why we're going to break it down. Should there be a friendship? No. But
No.
should you acknowledge? This is where communication comes in. Should you acknowledge that there is a level of attraction, and
Yes.
what are you going to do about it?
Yes. You got to
That's
make
what
a
it should
decision.
be.
You're
Okay,
right.
I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me. What are we going to do? Are we going to go on dates? Are we going to do this? Are we going to travel? What are we doing?
Mm.
That should be the understanding of reciprocation. Now, if that's not on the table, and because some people, honestly, and again, we had the conversation before, not everybody's like us. Some women and men want the person to be in the friend zone first, and then at some point, like the light will come on, like they'll have a hallelujah moment. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I think I do like you." They'll
I
be like,
think I do.
one day they'll just have this moment. So let's be honest. Is it really worth waiting around for 6 months to a year to 2 years to 3 years for someone to have a
No,
hallelujah moment about you?
no, 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 no. That's your time. Like I say often on this show, listen, we're only here for a very short period of time in the scheme of things, really. So if you're wasting 3, 4 years of your life, or even 6 months of your life just waiting, no, I
For,
don't
to
think
be
so.
seen. Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
waiting to be
no,
seen. Like they're gonna have today's gonna be the day where they're gonna see me. If they didn't see you the first
yeah,
time, they are not seeing you at all.
yeah. And do you think, Michael, that as a man, it's for a man to kind of put his stamp to say, well, that's it. I want you in my life, and that's what it kind of is.
Mhm. As men, we're very territorial. Very territorial. If we like somebody, well, some guys aren't. They're learning, but some guys are not there. But if a guy is really into a woman, he makes it known because he doesn't want someone else to take what he wants.
Mm,
If he sees her as like the best thing in his life, she's giving him a good time, she's giving him peace, she's giving him understanding. She's checking off all the boxes. He's not going to be like, well, let's be friends first and then we'll jump into. No, he's like,
Yeah.
look, we've been seeing
That's
each other
what it's
for,
about.
yeah, we've been seeing each other. Like, we've been hanging out, getting to know each other, vetting each other for the last 2, 3 months. Look, I already know I want you. Boom. Like, you're
Mm,
my girl.
bam.
So somebody left a question. What can you advise a lady that is sincere to any relationship is sincere to any relationship, but she gets hurt always from the same man? That's a very good question.
I'm not getting the question.
What he's
Sincere
saying is like the woman is genuine, like so she's genuine in her dating process, but she keeps getting hurt by the same men all
type
the
of
time. Like
men.
she keeps picking the same type of guys.
But I think that's where the vetting process comes in.
Exactly. Vera, we've covered an episode. You have to learn to vet better. Minimize your risk. See, what people don't understand is people say, "Well, I don't want to get hurt." Then you know what? Go get some cats. Because you know what? In a relationship, you're going to get hurt. It's can you work through the hurt? That's what
Mm.
people don't understand. They have this false ideology that they're gonna get into a relationship and the person's never gonna hurt them.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, because you just don't know from each person how they're going to react to things. So I could do something and it would be quite normal for me to do it, let's say. And then you react, let's say, Michael, let's say we're in a relationship and then you react and you get really hurt by my actions. But I didn't see it like that. To me, it was like, well, I didn't understand that. I didn't even know that could even hurt somebody when you turn around and say, but that really did hurt me. Now it's going to take for you to heal past that, depending on what
Yeah.
it was, right? But the person that done it, then if they keep doing it, then there's a problem. But if they are sincere to themselves to say, I'm so sorry, I didn't even realize that that would be hurtful to you. And I think that's what it is. It's the reaction from each person to how you deal with it too, right?
Well, it's
Because
the
somebody,
ideology, right? Because if I'm with you, let's say we're dating and I'm dating you, and I come in with the ideology that you're never going to hurt me, and then you hurt me, it hurts more because I've created an idea in my mind that you would
yeah,
never do that to me,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
then
then
that's
that's
why
when
it
you hear
stings
people
more.
say, yes, and that's where you hear people say, I can't believe he done that to me, or I can't believe she done that to me. And it's actually, they didn't do it to you. It's your reaction to what they've done, right?
And that's why I'm saying that we have to stop creating these false ideologies of people in our mind. In a marriage or in a relationship, and again, because I talk to a lot of married people, I read a lot of books. Um, they tell me all the same thing. Your wife will hurt you, your husband will hurt you. They might do or say things that are going to hurt you, but it's can you work through them?
Mm,
That's what it comes to. Because what you're saying is, if you're saying that someone's never going to hurt you, now you're putting a perfection of performance burden on them. You're saying now you're putting this performance on them all the time for them to be perfect, which they never are.
yeah, no one can ever be perfect. And everyone's always going to trip somewhere, right? There's always going to be something that happens somewhere along the line. And like I just said as well, it's you don't know people's reactions. And
Well,
just
you have
because
to be
they,
careful with social media, I
yeah,
would say, because they're only going to portray to you the good things of their relationship, but you don't know what happens in the back door.
no, you don't. That's
You don't
right.
know about maybe the fights, the arguments, the disagreements, but they work through them.
Yeah. And that's because they've built, like what I think we've said many times before, a relationship is built on respect first and foremost, and
Mhm.
then love. So the whole idea here of what we're speaking about, having a friendship first, I think you're very right, Michael. And like I said, when we came onto this particular subject, I didn't quite know which way, what would be, would it work, would it not work? But through this conversation, I've actually realized as well, no, it's not going to work. I think, not that, no, I can't say it's not going to work, because so for some, there could be 1% that it could work for. Somebody out there, it could work for them. But I think overall, um, it's the respect and that connection and that energy between you and that burning desire that will keep that going and keep a relationship glowing and alive and coming to those points where you're going to go through things that will help you have a great relationship by having that fundamental platform to start with, I think.
Well, I agree with you because the reason why I made this statement is should there be a friendship, you're not attracted to your friends.
No,
It doesn't make sense. Like
no.
once you've started to be attracted to someone, friendship's off the table.
Yeah, it's no longer a friendship. It becomes a
It's no
friendship
longer
within
a
the
friendship.
relationship, right?
Yeah, like it's off the table. I'm not saying that the person you pick, they're gonna be your best friend, 100%. Like whoever you pick, and you guys are in a relationship, they should be your best friend. You should be able
Mm,
to tell them anything. But once, like that's what I'm saying. Some people say, well, should there be friendship first? So what you're saying is you want to go from friendship to romance at some point with the possibility of maybe being seen. I'm
mm,
sorry. I'm not signing up with the possibility of maybe being seen.
mm-mm,
That's what you're telling me. I'll sit in my friend zone and maybe I'll see you at some point. Why would I do that when I can
mm,
choose a girl that wants to be with me right
mm.
now?
You have to value yourself in that sense as well, right? Because if you're putting yourself in that position, you're actually setting yourself up to get hurt.
You are, and even as a female, and again, I'm gonna speak to girls too. Why would you be with a guy that doesn't want to be with you right now? That gives you the possibility of maybe being together when there's a guy that you know in your friend zone or wherever that would give you the chance to be, if you said, hey, I like you, he wouldn't turn you down. He would be like, you're my girl, you're mine. Why wouldn't you not sign up for that when you're going to sign up for the other guy that's going to be like, maybe we'll be together? I
Mm,
don't know. Why would you sign up for that? Doesn't make sense to me. You're trying to
I
make your
wouldn't.
life as easy as possible, but yet you're making harder choosing the other option.
Mm. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. I think we just said before we went on live as well. Is it something that people they like someone, but then when they actually get it, when you said that reality kicks in,
Mhm.
and then they're not, they can back off as well.
Yeah, because they're not prepared.
Yeah.
And Stefan has even said that multiple times. When you get in a relationship with them, maybe they didn't fully heal. Maybe they thought they might have healed, but they didn't fully heal.
Mm,
That is something to consider too. But that's why I said, like, for me, when it comes to this friendship and romantically thing, as I said, once you're attracted, you can't help who you're attracted to. Once you're
you
attracted to
can't.
someone, friendship is off the table
Yeah.
because you're always going to choose the romance over the friendship. If
Yeah.
someone puts you in a room and put a
I'm
gun to your
bad
head
to
and
say.
yeah, well, if someone put a gun to your head and said, "Well, hey, do you want to be their friend or be with them?" You're always going to choose the high ladder.
Yeah. Oh,
And
but the thing is, if you're put into a room with someone that you're attracted to and they're attracted to you, and it's just due to what's going to happen. I mean, come
well,
on.
well, that too, but the reason why I use the room analogy because what a lot of people are doing is they're being stuck in a room with somebody where they want to be with them, but the other person wants to say we need to be friends first and drag it out and see. So
Mm,
now y'all just sitting in a room doing what?
mm,
You're selling, oh, I really want to be with you. Well, we got to be friends first. We got to wait. I'm telling you this, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. If somebody is putting you in a place where they don't want to be with you and they kind of want to see where it goes, they don't like you that much.
yeah, so true.
Because you know that in the people that they've been involved with, they didn't give them that excuse.
Mm, they
They
got
they were
together
like,
with
yo, like I'm
them.
attracted to you too. Let's be together. Let's make this work.
Yeah,
There's tells. When somebody tells you like let's see where it goes, walk away.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with
Walk
that.
away. Because they're not serious about you. They like you, but put it this way, they like you, but they're not ready to commit to you.
Mm,
And you want both. And if they're not ready for
yeah,
that level of commitment, you leave. Now I know
so
some
true.
people don't like that answer. Oh, what do you mean? People have more to offer than just romance. Yes, they do, but it's your preference. If you're looking to date somebody and that is your intention, why are you going to settle for something else that like why are you going to settle for friendship when that's not what you want?
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you
I think
want
that's the point.
romance, if you want romance, if that's what you're looking for, and then somebody guilt trips you. Oh, you think that no, I want what I want, leave me alone.
Mm,
I'm not looking for friends. I already have enough of those.
mm. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? You shouldn't have to be with somebody and have to wait to see what they want. No, sorry,
No.
but you're either going to be with me because we have this together, or you're not. If someone wants to see how it goes, then, like you rightfully said, I think it is just walk away, because if you don't walk away, you're setting yourself up for hurt
Well, you
and
know
you're
what?
wasting your time.
Let's talk about that. You should never get mad at somebody for taking what it is you're giving. So let's say, for example, somebody tells you, I don't know, I like you, but I'm not too sure. But yet, number one, they're taking you on dates, you're going out with them, you're having sex with them maybe, and you're getting mad at them. You know what? You should be mad at yourself. You
Yes,
allowed it. You
yes.
allowed it.
Yes, and this is what I think is a really big point here, Michael, is we must take responsibility for what we're doing and the actions that we're taking. If you're leaving yourself open to that, then you can't blame the other person. They're going to take what they can take from you because
Who's not
you're
going to say no
allowing
to
it.
free attention? Who's going to say no to somebody taking them out on dinner dates, or giving them nice sweet words, or saying, "Hey, once in a while we can bone."
What do you mean, who's going to say no? You have to say no if they're not ready. If you
No,
want a
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
relationship.
who is going to like reject that offer? Like, let's say the person likes this person. Like, let's say, for example, Jessica likes Frank, right? And
Mm,
Frank tells Jessica, "Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship," but he still treats her like a girlfriend.
mm,
Who's gonna who he's just saying like, yo, I'm gonna, if she likes me, it's her fault because she's the one giving it up. She's the one taking him out to dinner, washing his clothes, giving him bedroom fun, instead
mm,
of her just saying, you don't want what I want when I want it, I'm out.
mm.
But yet
But
she's
people
gonna
would.
say Frank's the problem.
Yeah, of course, he's going to say that he's the problem because people don't want to take responsibility for what they're doing.
But you're the one that's showing up every day.
Exactly, exactly,
Don't show up for people that are not showing up for you.
absolutely. If they don't text you and they're not calling you, they're not interested in you.
Well, okay, let's cover that. Let's cover that. Sometimes people will only call you and message you because they only want something.
Yeah.
See, so you also have to be very, very wary of that. If you like them, but they don't like you, but they only call when they want something, red flag.
Mm,
Because think about it. You've expressed feelings for this individual, they've never expressed feelings back. Or, again, I'm going to do both, or they've expressed feelings back, but but they're not like, with you, like you're not together. The difference with them, or the similarities, I should say, is there's no commitment.
mm,
That's the difference. Where's the commitment? They're only calling you when they want something, but when you ask for commitment, like, can we be together? There's always an excuse. Oh no, I'm not ready. Oh, got this going on. They're not committing to you.
mm,
And that's when you should walk away, because if they're only calling when they want something, but there's no commitment to hanging out, spending time together, FaceTiming, turning it into something that's romantic, they're
mm.
literally just stringing you along like a mouse with cheese.
It's so true, right? It's so true, and there's so like it's again. I say it every time because it's so true, and that's why I love these conversations, because we can learn so much about just having the conversation, and it opens up so many doors for people and to really take notice. And I think again, it's just being really super aware, and it's not about sitting there scrutinizing every single move anyone makes and, oh, why did they do
Mm.
this or why did they do that? It's not about that. It's more to do with just knowing what you want and actually really, ticking those boxes for yourself to say, okay, well, they're turning up like this, they're turning up like that, they've given me this, they're giving me that, I'm giving them this and this and this, and it's combining. And then before you know it, the man will say, listen, I want you to be my girl. And
Mhm.
however they say it to you, but it's commitment time. But don't go,
Exactly.
don't go too long before the commitment comes in. As in, don't let it drag and drag and drag
Can,
because
can we be honest with you guys? The reason why this topic is so dear to both of us, it's so you don't get finessed out of your time.
yeah,
That's what happens because if you're like, oh, like let's be friends first and then maybe we'll be together, you're getting finessed out of your time and resources. Because if the person is saying that they want to be friends first before they can explore the romance option, you're going to have to pour time and energy into that with the maybe probability of being with them.
mm,
Maybe. I'm sorry, I'd rather date someone that's certain about me, that like, hey, I find you very attractive, find you very handsome, and I'm like, cool, like I find you very attractive too. Why don't we go out to dinner? I want certainty.
mm,
That right there, the other scenario that I give you is uncertainty.
yeah, for sure.
That is baiting the mouse with cheese, saying that he might not even get a bite or she might not even get a bite.
It's
That's
quite funny,
exactly what
isn't
it
it?
is.
Because it is quite black and white, but as humans, we do complicate it so much and we look into such silly little things when actually there is a really black and white side to it. And
We love our situationships.
yeah, situationships, right? I love the hands there,
Yeah,
Michael.
situationship. Anytime someone tells me I'm not in a relationship, I'm in a situationship. I'm
I
like,
mean, where would this stuff all come from? I bet you back in 1920 there was no such thing as situationship, that's for sure.
no, it was like it was back then. It was the girl dropped the napkin in front of a guy that she found attractive. The guy picked up
Yeah,
the napkin, brought it to her, and that was the sign to say, I'm attracted to you.
and
Now,
he'll be like,
in
mm-mm.
this day and age, we are so gone so far left. Oh, our energies need to align. I want to explore our energy. What the? I don't like to swear, but damn, like really? Like we've overcomplicated dating to the point
So
where now it's
much.
difficult.
So much. And you know what? It's so interesting that so many people will find faults with the other person so quickly. And I've done it. I've done it.
I've
So I've
done
done
it
it.
too.
Yeah, I've done it. It's not like I can't say I'm not one of them
We're not
because, and
here
that's
to
why I can see
judge.
it.
We're not here to judge, but we're here to
No.
understand. You need to stop going off of how you feel and how this person suits into your life.
Mm.
And I think again, hopefully you have your pen in hand. I think we should talk about when you date, should it be over feelings over suitability? Should you trust your feelings over suitability? Because that's where I see people getting hurt. They trust their feelings. Oh, they're great, they're wonderful. They end up in a situationship, they're getting finessed for their time, all these things. And for what? It could have all been avoided if you would have actually had a game plan, understand what it is you want and what it is you don't want, and move forward from there. And
Yeah,
stop
absolutely.
settling, man. Like, and again, I'm not trying to knock on anybody, but like if you like someone and they're just pretty much giving you like the runaround, acknowledge it. Don't give them excuses. Acknowledge it. Clearly, this person's not in a space to give me what I want right now and what I'm looking for. On to the next.
Mm. Yeah, but we do want to hold on to things because, that's us as humans at the end of the day. We want to be able to hold on to it to say, well, it could work, we don't know what's going to happen and maybe they'll come to me or maybe they'll give me more attention or maybe this. But actually, you have to really listen to yourself to what you're actually saying because I was just saying to you, wasn't I, Michael, when there's certain things that are being said, it's to me, it's bullshit excuses.
That
Like,
sounds like a
stop
Disney
it.
fairy tale to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, come on, man. Uh, you know, this happened or that happened or this happened or that happened. It's like, well, hello. How comes I didn't happen between all of that? you
You know
know?
what? I'm going to give you guys a beautiful damn analogy. It's analogy time. It's the same thing with Aladdin. He wanted to impress Jasmine. What do you ask the genie for? Make me rich, make me all these things. Jasmine ends up looking his way. At first, she's a little resistant, but he ends up taking her on a magic carpet ride, right?
Mm,
And then she finds out the truth that he couldn't even promise half of those things. That he was a street urchin. So he wasn't even honest.
no, exactly. exactly.
He promised her all these things because he showed up as, oh, like he showed up with the elephants. I got a magic carpet. I got all these things. Then they went away. Then she was like, oh, he's none of those things. And a lot of people think that's what love is going to be like because she still accepted him anyways.
Yes,
She still
exactly.
wanted to be with him at the end. But life's not like that.
And you know what? I think just to to wrap it into something here, it's also, I know we're speaking about should you have a friendship
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, but I think we really have to watch no matter what, whether it's you're starting off on a friendship, if that's what you choose to do, regardless, or you go or you don't. Actions speak louder than words, guys.
And I love that you said that though, because again, I'm tired of people thinking life is like a Disney movie. I'm going to use
Mm.
another analogy Hunchback of Notre Dame. That guy didn't even get the girl at the end. She went with the other guy. He was the friend. He did all these things. Like he wanted her attention and did all this stuff. He didn't even get the girl. The other guy got the girl.
Yeah, because if somebody's not interested in you, they're not going to get with you just because they might take those things in between and be like, well, I'm going to go out for dinner and I'm going to go and get
Well, she
this and
probably
get
was
that. But
nice.
if
She spent time with him and she
Yeah,
was
they
nice.
would. Look, I've done that. I've done it before where you know, I don't want to be with that person, but they want to take me out to dinner. And I've just been like, okay, but I know I don't want to be with it. I am talking quite a long time ago, to be fair. But
No, I like that's a fair assessment though.
yeah, it's like at the end of the day, I know that I'm not going to get with them. And that's out of order that I've done
Then
that.
leave them alone. That's the
So that's,
simple.
yeah, and that's
Leave
what I mean. So if
alone.
it's happened to me, then I'm only getting my karma back, really.
Well,
But
no, it's not even your karma back. Look, guys, if you want to correct the dating market, leave people alone. Like people
yeah,
that are not ready to be in a relationship or not prepared to be in one or have certain habits or mindsets that are not conducive to having a successful relationship, leave them
walk.
alone.
Yeah,
Walk away
I
because
agree.
I am telling you, and you guys might not believe this, it's better for you to be alone than to be with a quarrelsome and unpeaceful person. It is better for you to be alone. Because think about it. A lot of people, like let's say before you were like happy, a lot of people when you see them like get with the wrong person, whoo, you see a completely different side of them that you never knew
You
was
do
there.
massively. Oh goodness, yeah. When do you know what? What a brilliant point. When you're with the wrong person, oh my goodness, your life can turn upside down and back to front just like that.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen it with Will and Jada. He chose wrong.
Yeah.
And this is the consequence of that. But it's even like that for women. There's a
Mm,
consequence when you choose the wrong person.
mm,
So we want you guys to choose right. What you need to do, and again, I'm going to give you a little step-by-step little bio here. Figure out what it is you want. If you want a relationship and you like someone and they only want to be friends, guy or girl, don't accept their offer. You're accepting a consolation prize if you do. Say, I really appreciate it, but we're not looking for the same things, and you move on.
mm.
That's simple. Don't be an orbiter. Don't be someone's emergency dick plan. Don't be someone's emergency vagina plan. Move on.
Crack that glass,
Yeah,
baby.
that's pretty much crack that glass just in case of emergency. You don't want to be that.
That's so funny.
That's how you get hurt.
Yeah, it's true.
Because think about it. When you're that plan for them, you're happy they chose you, right? You're like, oh
Mm.
my God, they finally broke the glass. But you know what? You were never
Doesn't
the first.
last.
Yeah, you were last. You were never the first option. You
Yeah,
were
and that
never
glass
their
has
first
been
choice.
shattered already, so it's not going to go nowhere.
Exactly. You were never their first choice. And if you are not somebody's first choice, do not settle to be their fourth, fifth, third, none of that.
No.
Let it go.
Yep.
So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up for the day. We will see you guys tomorrow. And we really appreciate the love and support. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, I certainly enjoyed this one. So yeah.
All
Take
right.
care.
Take care, guys.